Hey guys, today I'm comparing the Momcozy S9 Pro, the Momcozy S12 Pro, and the Momcozy M1. If you have been trying to decide between which Momcozy pump you should get, or are just really curious about the Momcozy pumps and the differences, this video is for you. First, I just want to kind of talk about the general differences. The S9 Pro is the cheapest of the options, and it is a really great pump. It has two modes. It has massage mode and stimulation mode. It has 9 different levels. It has a really great suction. Because it's the Pro version, it has a lot of great improvements from the original S9 version. It has this great double sealed flange, so it's really nicely on there. It's not going to leak. The S12 Pro has the same body. And then it also has this new and improved small and light battery, so it's less likely to be seen in clothes. Also, this battery lasts a really long time. The S9 Pro should last 180 minutes before you have to recharge it. That's the most of these 3 pumps, so it wins the longest battery life award. Now, the S12 Pro is just a little fancier than the S9 Pro. It actually has 3 modes. It has massage mode, stimulation mode, and then a combination mode that's kind of just short, and then long. So a massage mode is a bunch of short pulls, like, you know, a baby generating a letdown. And then expression is kind of long pulls. And so its combination mode is a combination of that. So some short pulls and then a long pull. I personally don't really use that third mode, but some people I think respond well to it. So it is a good option to have. The biggest reason I love my S12 Pro is because its digital screen also keeps track of how long you've been pumping. So on the S9 Pro, its digital screen will only show you what mode you're on. The S12 Pro also has a timer that will keep track of how long you've been pumping, which for me, that's huge. It also has a really long battery life. It should last you about 140 minutes. It also has 9 suction levels and is quite strong. The M1 is definitely the prettiest. It has this really sleek design, no bulky motor on top. It has the 3 modes, so if you like that third combination mode, this one has it. It has 9 different suction levels, and I will say of the 3 of them, this is the one I have to turn up highest. So its level 9 is definitely weaker than the other 2. But some women who are really sensitive and are prone to pain when pumping might really benefit from this a little bit more moderate of a pull. Now, Momcozy says its battery should last between 90 and 150 minutes, and that's quite a range. I'm guessing when it's on a higher suction level, it burns more battery, so then it maybe lasts a little bit less. I'm not quite sure why it has such a range. I personally can definitely get 3 pumps out of it, and I never really pump more than 3 times a day. So for me, it does last the day, just like the other 2. The S9 Pro and the S12 Pro actually have the same body. They're able to hold up to 6 ounces. That's what the tick marks say, but you could probably get a little bit more. So that's a ton of milk that these pumps can hold. And so you also have to keep in mind that's just one breast. So in theory, you could have about a 12-ounce pump without having to stop and empty. So that's amazing for oversuppliers. The M1 is pretty good too. It holds 5 ounces. And again, I think you could get probably a little bit more in there. And so yeah, that's great for oversuppliers, especially that morning pump when a lot of us have a ton of milk. These pumps hold a lot. All right, I'm gonna show you what they all look like on, because people are always curious about that. So right here, I have the S9 Pro. You can see it there. And then right here, I have the S12 Pro. So you kind of look like you have giant boobs, but if you have something bulky on, you can definitely get away with it. Okay, and here is the M1. Same thing, kind of just makes you look like you have huge boobs. Now I'm gonna play the sounds so you can hear how loud each of them is. This is the S9 Pro. This is the S12 Pro. And this is the M1. So to me, the sound of all of them is pretty similar. They are pretty quiet, but like every wearable pump out there that I've tried, they do have a little bit of a sound. So if you are trying to discreetly pump in a busy room, you could probably get away with it. In an airplane, you could get away with it, but in a really quiet room, people will probably hear. Okay, so which one should you get? If you're on a tight budget, I think the S9 Pro has everything you need. It does have the longest battery life, It has massage and expression mode. I personally don't need that third mode at all. It's just a really great high quality pump. I would just recommend, if you do get this one, while you're pumping, set a timer on your phone to keep track of how long you've been pumping. I know when I'm using this, I have to do that because mom brain, I will not remember what time exactly I started pumping. So just do that little trick, use the timer on your phone, and the S9 Pro is just fine if you're on a budget. Now, which pump has the most value? I think the S12 Pro has the most value because it has the 3 different modes, it has the digital display that also has the timer, and it holds a ton of milk. This is just a really great valued pump. Now, which one is the most discreet? I would give that award to the M1. You just notice it a little bit less in clothes. It's also just kind of smaller, so it fits in bags a little bit easier even. So the M1 is definitely great in that regard. Now, which one is my favorite? I do have all 3. I've used all 3. I like all 3, but my favorite is the S12 Pro, just because it has that digital screen with a timer. Also, I prefer the S9 Pro and the S12 Pro bodies over the M1 Pro because I like to do the fridge hack. That's where you just take your parts and you put them in the fridge in a bowl between pumps and then give it a good scrub once at the end of the day versus washing your parts after every single pump. And the S9 Pro and the S12 bodies are just a little bit easier. You can do it with the M1, but as you can see, it's just a little bit harder. It does have a flat bottom, so you could put that in a bowl. But to me, the S9 Pro and S12 bodies are just a little bit easier for the fridge hack. Here's a few general tips about using all of these pumps. All of these pumps work really well with a stretchy nursing bra. They would also work totally fine with like a stretchy sports bra. Bras they would not work well with would be like a traditional bra with underwire, a bra with a lot of padding. Those kind of bras, they just wouldn't work well. With all of these pumps, you really need to make sure your nipple is completely in the middle. You can kind of do it one of 2 ways. I sometimes grab my boob and then just kind of roll it on to make sure my nipple's in the middle. You can also squeeze your boob, put it on, and then put your nursing bra over that just to make sure your nipple's in the middle. If it's going to the side, either way, your nipple will be blocked and you're not gonna get milk, which would be extremely frustrating. So if something ever feels off, you don't feel like you're getting milk, you feel like it's blocked, definitely like take it off, check, because that is really important. Also, when you're taking it off, make sure to lean forward while you take it off. I like to kind of roll it off because sometimes there's still milk in the center here, and that way, as you lean forward, it's gonna pour down into the milk collector. The settings I like to use with all of these, I like to do 2 minutes on massage and then around 13 minutes on expression. So I do a total of 15 minutes. Some women may need more like 20, which is totally fine. I would just keep pumping a couple minutes after you feel like you've gone empty. With wearable pumps, you're probably gonna have to pump a couple extra minutes than you would your traditional wall pump. For some reason, wearable pumps just seem to take a little bit longer to empty most women. All right, that's it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. I would love if you subscribed if you're new here. I make breast pump videos, I make breastfeeding videos. I also am a mom of 2 little girls, so I make mama videos, some homemaking videos. And I would love to have you join my YouTube fam. If this video is helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions I didn't answer, feel free to leave it in the comments. I try to monitor my comments and I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much for watching my video and I will see you in my next one.